Greetings again, guys and ladies. This is Laxstrato5, and I'm back with a new Zelda theory video. Today we're going to look into the origins of the Fierce Deity mask. Does Fierce Deity have connection to the Dark Interlopers? And what's with these kids creeping me out? We're also going to examine ancient history between these two, their battle, and finally, oh yes, finally, we'll start to unravel the mystery surrounding the infamous and creepy Happy Mask salesman.
Cool. Hey everybody, nice to see you again. Here we're on our Majora's Mask episode 3 here. Theory discussion, action going on. I'm a little bit off my game right now, so I'm going to try to find where I'm at. That's where I'm supposed to be. Cool. Yeah. This is going to be an exciting episode because we get to talk about the Fierce Deity mask and we get to find out its origins and what that has to do with the game and why you get it. And that's the most important part of the game. So I'm really excited for this episode. So we're gonna do it. And first we're gonna go over that question that I left you off with last time. And that was, if you don't remember or if you didn't care to listen, it was don't know. Can't find it. Oh, I think I know where it is. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Oh yeah, got it. Cool. So, here's a big religious question. This is just me quoting like exactly what I said. If the goddesses didn't like the way the world was going to turn out, why didn't they just make it the way they wanted? End quote. Well, this is what I think. I think that the goddesses created everything, and if we were to believe that the goddesses are upset about the ancient Terminants choosing to blaspheme against them, Majora can be considered an example of what happens when power overcomes the wise and courageous. These ancients may in fact be the Dark Interlopers from Twilight Princess who sought control over the sacred realm and the power of the Triforce. Quote again. It is speculated by some fans that the fused shadow from Twilight Princess is somehow related to the tribal hexing mask in Majora's Mask. Considering that the evil mask and the fused shadow are somewhat similar in appearance, and given that Majora's Mask was used by an ancient tribe, some Zelda fans believe that the Twilight or the Twilight's Terminant counterparts may have also created Majora's Mask. The spider-like creature that the fused shadow transformed Midna into could be considered similar in appearance to that of Majora Beast. Also, I've got a choice quote from the line I rue, I think that's how you say his name, don't care, out of Twilight Princess. Quote, those who do not know the danger of wielding power will, before long, be ruled by it. Never forget that. Like how I started off high and my voice got really low there. This seems like a little more than some off-the-cuff food for thought, seeing as that is exactly what happened to Termina. The only problem with this theory is that Twilight Princess occurs after Majora's Mask, so there should be some mention of Termina in at least a legend or something. But the official timeline claims that Twilight comes after Majora, so I'm down with accepting that this is really just, you know, kind of a preemptive step for there being a Majora's Mask, like Termina Twilight. Yeah, so the Hyrule Twilight and Termina Twilight. And then that's going to make the child timeline just way dope, because we're going to see Termina again. It may happen, I don't know. It'd be pretty awesome. Yeah. Now, I want to talk about Link moving through Termina, what he does, and what that means for endgame when you get Fierce Deity Mask. As Link goes through the motions of saving Termina, he touches the lives of everyone he meets. Link is responsible for bringing faith to Termina. I mean, this guy is the hero of time. He is obligated to bring balance to the world as carrier of the Triforce of Courage. That's why the creators focus so much on giving the characters in this game life. This game focuses on greed and selfishness. Link starts off his journey looking for a lost friend in the Lost Woods. No surprise there. And at the end of his journey, he has helped everybody else out, but he hasn't gotten any further to finding his sweet, sweet Navi. This game is about appreciating what you have, being selfless, growing as a person, and realizing your responsibilities to the world. At the end of the game, if you have successfully fulfilled your responsibility as the true hero of time and achieved your true destiny, you will be rewarded by Majora with the Fierce Deity Mask, which is his way of recognizing you as the hero who, with the assistance of the goddesses, beat his ass during ancient times. And I'm going to get into that. The Happy Mask Salesman, dude. You cannot trust this guy. I don't care what anyone says. This guy is flat evil. I mean, how can you look at that face? Look at that face. Now, when I was talking about the interlopers, I said that they may have been the ancient race. Now, he claims that, according to legend, the trouble by which Majora's Mask was so great, the ancient ones, fearing such catastrophe, sealed the mask in shadow forever, preventing its misuse. But now, that tribe from the legend has vanished, so no one really knows the true nature of this mask's power. Okay, now I have to ask myself, do I buy that? On one hand, this mask was going to be used to overrule the goddesses, and if they just changed their mind, why not just destroy it? Is it unbreakable? Why hide it away so someone could get it if they did the right research and had, enough time? What about, how did you get this mask? I'm not sure I trust you to have this mask without my permission. I don't get, how does Link give him that mask? Dude, that smile, it ain't selling anyone. First of all, just gotta ask, where did these legends you speak of come from? How did you find this mask if all you had to go off were legends? Sealed the mask in shadow forever, but you happen to come across it? Some people believe he is Majora himself, which is an interesting thought. Let's compare them. Both are sadistic, but the mask coupled with Skull Kid appears to get pleasure from hurting people, and the Happy Mask Salesman appears to get pleasure from making people happy, but no, I don't know. I have no idea about this guy. He's a total mystery. He teaches you the Song of Healing so you can put other soul to ease, which is the opposite of what the mask does. Oh. Wait a second. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, because I was going to mention, I'm recording this right now, and I wanted to give a shout out to this guy, MC Prophet. He made a really good video on Majora's Mask, and it totally covers themes, about the game, plot developments, symbolism in the game. Really good. You should check it out. I'll put it in the comment, in the description thing, down there, and you can check it out for yourself. I highly recommend you at least look at the second episode, because that's it's deep right there. Okay, so right here I just start rambling like an idiot because I have no idea what I'm talking about. God, what does that mean? What does that mean for my theory? Does that fuck anything up? Okay, everybody, future Chris here. Just wanted to go over quickly what the hell I was talking about. In this video I'm just start rambling on like an idiot, and was actually going to leave you with this crap. So I was on my final edit last night and realized, God, I'm going to look like such a jackass if I just keep all this rambling on about nothing, and decided I'd don't want to look like an idiot. So did a little bit more research. MC Profit, thanks for the heads up, man. And I'm going to go into the 5 stages of grief with you really quick. Clock Town is denial. When we go to the swamp, we see anger. And in the Goron's domain, we see bargaining. 3rd step, Zora's domain, we see the 4th step, depression. And Ikana Valley, we see the final step, which is acceptance. Using the Triforce of Courage, Link is able to embark on his journey to save Termina. Link takes on the stages of grief that plague Termina due to the influence of Majora's Mask and achieves wisdom from every section. Finally, conquering the stages of grief, Link obtains the power of influence, with which he uses to deliver Termina from their destined destruction. I mentioned in the previous video why Termina was destined to fade, but due to the mystery surrounding the ancient Terminans and the Dark Interlopers, I have to say, I don't know what brought upon Termina's destiny. It does seem apparent, though, due to the themes in the game, that Link, by mastering life, prevents that destiny from coming true. So more similarities between them. I'm just lost right now. So, okay. Of course, you need to beat Majora to get the mask back. He wants the mask back. Don't know what he needs it for, but it is natural that he would help you beat it in order to reclaim it from the Skull Kid. Yeah. Now, okay. Alright, we're getting serious here. This is like the intense part. Now, everyone knows the kids in the moon look like the Happy Mask salesman. So let's look at the similarities between them. Well, they all like masks, and the kids even ask you if you're going to be a Happy Mask salesman one day, so that seems like an unfathomable coincidence. Now the kids wearing the boss mask are playing around, but the kid wearing Majora's mask isn't playing. Why is that? And after the kids' games, they just leave you alone as if they have no purpose left. The bosses hold giants captive and must be destroyed in order to free them. So why did the Skull Kid or Majora's Mask decide to lock up giants in the first place and send the moon crashing towards Termina? Some believe that those kids represent the giants' friends growing up. Until they decided to be the guardians of Termina. Taking this as abandonment, the Skull Kid, started acting a fool, and he was banished from Termina. Now, while all that is fine and dandy, it doesn't explain anything about why those kids look so much like the Happy Mask salesman. And the Skull Kid never goes up into the moon. Perhaps the Happy Mask salesman is Majora. After all, he has no friends, so it makes sense for him to be the one sitting down. 2 of the children comment on happiness. What is happiness, and do ethics impact happiness? Odawa from the Forest Temple, he asks you what kind of people your friends are, and if they consider you to be a friend. Twin Mold asks what your true face is, and if your true face is what is hidden under the mask. All these questions are asked after demanding masks from you and making you play life-threatening games involving obstacles from their related temples. Now, just one more comment on these kids. You're going through the game and you're getting a pretty good idea about, you're going through the motions, having your fun with the game, and you get to this moon and you're just thinking, what's going on? I don't understand what's going on here. And all of a sudden you're getting asked these deep questions, and you're being, basically you're getting creeped the fuck out. And it's completely bizarre from everything else the game has been so far. It's totally different. So it's got this huge shock value. And I never took the time to understand what that meant, and I think that's what makes this game great for a lot of people, is this part of the game. So this is really important. Yeah. So, blah. All these questions are asked after banning masks from you and making you play life-threatening games, blah blah blah. Majora notices that everyone's gone and that you have no masks left, so he invites you to play a game of good guys and bad guys, or in the Japanese version, it's pretending to be an Oni, which translates into demon, basically. It's kind of like tag. Majora decides to make this fight obscenely unfair and gives you the Fierce Deity mask, or as the Japanese version calls it, the Oni mask, demon mask, roughly. Maybe if we get to the bottom of this Fierce Deity mask, we can help uncover more clues about who Majora is. Now, after some research, I found that the term Fierce Deity is meant to attribute the power and wrath of a demon to a benevolent entity who works towards human enlightenment. So the quote from Tattle in regards to the mask, "Could this mask's powers be as dark as Majora's?" is slightly deceptive. Now, why would Majora give Link the Fierce Deity mask? I mean, what's the point? He's just gonna get his ass whooped. Possible reason Majora doesn't give you the mask unless you collect all the others is because you are unworthy. You don't truly embody human empowerment and benevolence until you have completed every side quest in Majora's Mask. Think about the questions again. Perhaps Majora believes he is conversing with the embodiment of the Fierce Deity instead of Link. We know Majora believes this all to be a game, and the first time he lost may have been to Fierce Deity. Now, this is where the theory stretches. Some think the Fierce Deity may in fact be an ancestor of Link who is capable of collecting... No, can't do it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the episode today. Sorry that it's been taking so long to get them out, but thank you to those of you who are asking me, hey, what the hell are you doing? I want more Zelda, so I got it for you. I'm working on getting it out faster. I'm gonna try to get a new episode out for you also in a couple days. So just to keep you guys, in tune, I'm gonna keep plugging away at this. The next episode is gonna be interesting, man, guys. So guys and ladies, that's what I usually say, right? Yeah. So please subscribe, comment, do that whole thing. Check out MC Profit, awesome video, and yeah, I will see you guys in a couple days, hopefully. But what are you gonna do?